Watercooler, watercooler, watercooler.
Hey, Happy New Year!
Woo!
Yay.
Yay. Pew, pew, pew,
Yay.
pew,
We're all
pew.
here. It's Watercooler, episode number 314. Also,
Yeah.
you're going to have to play that 314 times, Gary.
Ooh, he'll
gonna be a
actually
long
do
show.
it.
Okay. Also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 38. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's so good to see you guys.
You too, man.
You too, buddy.
It's been too long since the five of us were doing a pod together.
That's right. We had a
What is that?
That's a new one. A listener submitted it with
Oh.
with the time code. You send a video with a time code. You make it that easy on me.
It happens.
I'll hook you up.
Okay, nice. Well, let me introduce everybody who is in the room, just in case we have any new listeners for the new year. I know a lot of people got some subscriptions to our Patreon and are just getting onto the pod. So, with me today, as usual, Matt Fondelier.
hey, brother.
Hey, Matt. Mike Dawson's here.
Oles frijoles.
That like that. Gary Smith
Subs up.
and Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
Woo, man, so much.
Whole crew's here.
I know, it feels good.
Five.
A lot of love in this room, and I dig it. Kalen's gonna go watch Spider-Man today.
Yes, I am.
I'm
I'll have a flicking for you on Thursday.
Sweet.
okay. I saw it the day it came out, so I'm surprised you waited this long.
Well, I waited because my brother was coming into town from England, so we often go see movies whenever I go over there or he comes over here. So I said, "Hey, wait till you come over, and then we'll go see Spider-Man together." So he's leaving on Thursday. So
Did he come over from England or did he come over from England?
right, yeah,
Okay.
I forgot Little Bean was in town.
yeah. Well, one of the little beans.
One of them.
Not so little anymore, though.
No, full grown
yeah.
little bean.
Pretty big
now.
bean.
Yeah.
Full
He's a big bean.
Taller than me, bean.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of the listeners here follow him on Instagram, so they know.
Right.
Yeah.
How come we didn't get him back for today's show?
Yeah.
Feel like I would have liked to check in
Yeah,
with
is he
him.
coming here?
I feel like he might have had a better appreciation for it today than he did.
Yeah.
When he was
Maybe.
11.
Maybe we'll have to see next time.
Well, anyway, I'm excited. When I
Next
saw
time he comes from England.
Yeah.
I saw the new Spider-Man movie. I was very excited to see it. I saw a lot of people online saying just see it the day it comes out because there's a lot going on, or avoid the internet until you do see it, kind of thing. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna watch Spider-Man the day it comes out because Dawson and I typically, and Kaylin, have Fridays off here because we record the Corolla show.
That must be really nice.
Oh yeah, you want?
How's your Sundays?
They're fucking great.
Yeah, because we
Let me tell
record
ya.
we record the Corolla show from Sunday to Thursday. That is our schedule when we have to be in this studio. Typically, I mean, I'm with Adam a lot more than that. But so since I had Friday off, movies come out Friday. I'm gonna go watch it Friday during the day. I figured a lot of people will be at work. I can find a ticket because it's kind of hard to get tickets to that movie. And I go online and it's one of those choose your own seats theaters.
That's
I guess that's
school.
kind of everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody has that now. Yeah. Well,
Meaning you walk in and choose your seat, or you choose it in advance?
sorry, you choose
In
in
advance.
advance.
Okay, so that's like everyone does that now.
Yeah.
It's like those choose your own adventure books. That
Right.
we had
Yeah.
when we were
Those are the
kids.
best.
If
Yeah,
you-
so what-
if you pick this seat, go to page 52.
Yeah.
That's good.
But-
And then you die. 'cause
Yeah.
You get bit by a snake or something.
It's a really short book.
Yeah.
It's a 2-page book.
That actually would be great if under the bottom of every chair there was like a clue for you to read, and then eventually you would figure out which seat you're actually going to be in for the movie.
It might be hard with all the lights turned off, though. You know, to get
That's
in
true.
late.
And I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there. Do not go under your seats.
Oh, that would be dangerous. A lot of people
Yeah.
might die.
Somebody has died.
Yeah.
Right where Little Bean is from in England. So,
England.
yeah. Well, so I'm looking at it, and it has all the sides available. Like, nobody really wants to sit on the sides, like on the other side of the aisle where it's just like 2 or 3 seats there.
I do.
You like it there?
That's not my first choice, but I don't mind having 2 seats that are me and my wife, and then space.
But you're looking at the side of the screen.
Nah, if you go all the way into the back, it's less it's less. Doesn't screw you that much.
Well,
I was gonna say you also prefer the very back row,
Yeah.
don't you? Yeah.
Yeah,
That is-
back row.
That
That's
is
your-
strange to me.
that's
So
your
Gary must-
Makeout row, Betty.
oh, is that why?
I mean,
no,
come on.
it's the
you
no
know
one's
anything?
behind you.
Oh, so
row.
you're
So you
not
can make
making
out all you want.
Yeah.
No one's behind you.
Yeah, that is the makeout row.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
everyone
definitely the
knows that.
makeout row.
So when you're back there, Gary, making out,
Yeah, make
are
it
there
out.
are there a bunch of people making out back there too? Is it just like a big makeout party?
No, most people hate the back row. That's why I like it. Everyone's away from me. It's great.
You just like being alone.
I like being able to observe all of my
Distance.
surroundings. I don't like people being behind me.
You're like one of those mafia guys
Yeah.
who wants to sit in the
I
corner
want to sit
table.
in the corner. Gotta.
But I find the
Head on a
screen
swivel.
smaller when you're in the back,
And all the people in
the
front of you.
experience much less immersive because you see the people in front of you. I don't think the sound is as good back there. I like to be in the middle of it. I like to hear the laughter around me. I like to hear the crying, the screaming.
And how's that turned out for you?
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway,
I'm with Gary. Back row.
you're a back row guy.
Yeah.
Then you can see what's going on.
Why do you
don't know
care
what
about
kind- you don't know
what's
what
going
kind
on?
of-
Are you paying attention?
You gotta keep your head on a swivel
No, you don't.
Chris.
at all times. You need to know where the exits are.
I'm gonna send you
Any
some-
room you get into.
You're farthest
I'll
you
tell
away
need to
from
be
the
able to
nearest
have
exit in the
everything.
back
Know
row.
that nobody's behind you.
Now,
The
I will,
wall has
I will
your
tell you where
six.
the exit is. It's the farthest door from you when you're sitting back there.
That's not necessarily true. If you're
No,
in a
you can see
two-story
the path.
theater, there's usually an exit in the back as well. Okay, Chris. I'm just
See the
saying.
path.
Chris.
I'm not buying that part
No.
because there isn't. You still got to go down. I haven't seen one.
No,
I'm
there's
sure.
one by
I'm
my
sure
house.
they
Yeah.
exist.
I haven't been in a two-story theater in a very long time.
A theater with an escalator in it, really?
Yeah.
No, the one by my house is a theater with an escalator, but the
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
theater
meant like an
still
actual.
starts on the second floor, so
Yeah.
there's no.
Right. No, I thought.
These are like
Exit above.
stadium ones, so you enter for the movie at the bottom, but then if you get up to the top, the bathrooms are on like a second level up there, and so there's back exits out of the theaters. I'm thinking of one very specific theater. I'm not saying that's common.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
am saying, Chris, is I can send you some links. There have been some unfortunate things to happen in
I'm
the movie
aware.
theater.
You don't have to send me the links. I'm aware.
All right, well then why am I the insane one that I want to know what's going on?
Okay, fine. No, I'm just fine. But I'm thinking of just enjoying the movie. I'm
Yeah.
trying not to live
Those
in that
days.
kind
Those
of fear.
days have flown away.
Yeah.
Those days are gone.
Do you guys think about when you guys?
There's no just enjoying a movie. In
I
the
know.
theater
I'll be
anymore.
honest. Every time I go into a movie theater to watch a movie, that does cross my mind. It is a thought that goes through my mind, and it's sad.
It's not. It is sad, but it's also not just movie theaters, and it's an age thing. When I was younger, I did not think about it, and I did not care. But as my life has evolved, and I have more responsibility and people to look out for, that shit's always on my mind. I don't go anywhere without thinking about that.
Yeah, man.
You
It's-
have to. It sucks.
it
It's
sucks.
terrible, but you have to a certain extent, know your surroundings a little bit.
You say it's an age thing. Dawson, how long have you been thinking about that kind of stuff?
I suppose what I meant with age is like as my family has expanded. Now that I have a kid to take care of, and as I've gotten older, there's just more responsibility on my plate.
I've always liked the back, but before it was because it was the makeout zone in high school,
Yeah.
and then it turned into the vape zone, or the one hitter zone.
And
Because if
sometimes that
you
Venn
can
diagram
totally
crosses.
fucking spark a bowl if you put your jacket over your head,
Yeah.
and you're the only one in the back row, you can totally spark a bowl.
You would
This,
freeze.
Another great life hack.
I got a life hack for you. You don't even need the jacket. You can just do it. Might not work out, but
This reminds me of a story when I was using my Juul e-cigarette heavily at the time, and I went to go see A Quiet Place with my brother, actually, and didn't think about how quiet the movie theater would actually be. So when I hit the Juul, it was the loudest sound in that theater.
Shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Those
oh,
things-
yeah.
I didn't know those things really
I
made
didn't know
sound.
they did either.
it's so
It's
here-
not a lot. I
so-
didn't think it would make that much sound either.
Yeah, it's not a lot.
I had no idea.
Now they crackle. They crackle a little, and if you hit one in a very silent room, especially because it's so close to your ears, you're gonna hear it.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to
Right.
do it in there anyway. Oh, okay. I remember when I watched
We
A
have
Quiet
fun.
Place, Jen was like, she was eating popcorn, and I'm just
Yeah.
thinking, that's way too loud.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed right now. You got to stop chewing that loud. And she
And then
wasn't
you
chewing
pulled out
loudly.
your Chipino and started eating that.
Did you eat
What a
it up
couple
first?
you are.
Well, that's a different sensation. That's a sensation of smell, taste. I guess you do feel it too. It feels great. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
All
feel
the
it.
it is a feast for all the senses. But the last one is sound.
So, Chris,
hearing.
how was the cultural phenomenon known as
Oh,
Spider-Man?
Well, so I'm trying to pick the seats. There's only the side seats available, and
For the most part.
for the most part, but there is like they're those recliner seats. So they're all in sets of two. They're all paired up, but there's one set that just has one person in there, but it's such a prime seat. It's like third row back. It's nice. And I could recline. I know my head's not going to be up. It's beautiful. And this is not with like the super front rows. It's like third row back, and like the prime grand orchestra seating. And
you could still have the hood up and smoke a bowl.
yeah, I probably could. Yeah. So Kalen just looks at me. He goes, "You got to sit there." And I'm like, Kaylin, there's a person who's sitting there alone, and I'm just going to join in that little pod.
Yeah.
And Kaylin goes, yes.
Yeah.
And then we made fun of Gary for a little bit for wanting to sit in the back. and then I chose it, and I went, and that was a good movie. I don't want to give too much away because Kaylin's watching it tonight, but I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Gary's convinced I got COVID there.
Yeah, 100% you did. You sat in a movie theater for 2.5 hours next to a stranger, and then you got COVID 2 days later. Did you do anything else dicey in that
Yes,
time
you
period?
did.
I did. I played a show
In
in Huntington Beach.
You saw the movie
Huh?
on a
Inside?
Friday.
inside,
Ugh.
no mask.
So the movie on a Friday,
Movie might have been okay.
Monday. But here's the thing. So I woke up. It was Friday. I woke up Friday. I felt I had food poisoning. I was nauseous, and I had some Hattie B's flashbacks. Not shitting my pants, but just there were some bowel issues. I'm trying to be a little.
You don't have to go into all those details, pal.
Yeah, well, food poisoning.
Just dreaming of tasty chicken.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, something's wrong. And I'm like, I eat a lot of weird shit, so it's like, okay, this could be easily one of the weird things that I've eaten recently. Who knows? And then we played. But I watched the movie anyway. I got popcorn. I couldn't even eat the popcorn. I just no appetite, whatever.
Now you know something's wrong.
I think something's wrong. And then we're about to do the show, and I'm like, Mike, I think I got food poisoning. I don't feel that good. Mike, the drummer in the band, but power through it. We're okay. And then the next day, I feel amazing. It's just like a 24-hour bug or whatever. And then so I go about my day Saturday. Everything's perfect again. And then Sunday, everything's perfect. Monday, wake up sick. And that's kind of what happened. And then tested positive for COVID. Ended up not having to come into work for 2 weeks.
You lucky son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
You lucky son of a
Well,
bitch.
see, Dawson went to Portland. He had a cover for me. I did as much as I could from home.
No, you made yourself available, but it was funny because I was really expecting you to be totally fine. But when I talked to you the day of the first show, you sounded like you were going to die any second.
I did sound really congested. And if you listen to Corolla Classics, Gio and I recorded all of those in the same day. So I just sounded like I was just congested for
An entire
2 weeks.
month.
Yeah, 2 weeks straight. But yeah, I just had some congestion. What I had with the COVID is it was a 2-day cold where it just felt like I have a cold and it's solid. It's just like a good solid cold for 2 days. Third day, I felt great. I wanted to exercise. I had energy. But yeah, for the 2 days, it was just like, oh man, I'm sick. I don't know if I would have came into work if COVID didn't exist and anything, if I just felt that way.
Yeah.
It was just a cold. So
You would have.
yeah. So thankfully, that's all it was for me. And I want to say thanks to everybody for sending messages and the posts and the DMs and the tweets and
You're
all
welcome,
that stuff.
dude. Just happy to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're welcome,
dude,
dude. It was
anytime.
We
anytime.
love sliding into your
Yep.
DMs.
Yep.
It's always fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Matt texted me, dude. Hey, Chris, hope you feel better, buddy. And then he tweeted it an hour
Yeah,
later.
it was really impersonal.
Yeah, I was like, geez, that kind of ruined everything. The exact same message, too.
You know-
Just copy paste.
Yeah.
Starting to think about maybe I shouldn't be doing that anymore.
Yeah, what's up with that,
Yeah.
dude? Well, anyway, how was your guys' New Year's? I mean, I talked to I talked to Matt and Gary for our Patreon episode on the Malo meetup we did over the break. That was a lot of fun getting on Zoom with you guys.
That was fun.
That was
Apologies for missing that whole thing.
That's just why this is actually what my next point.
Thursday
Caitlin-
is the day I was totally fucking sick on Thursday.
Oh no.
COVID.
I caught a chill on Wednesday, and I knew it was coming, but I had to go see my friend Ted play at Ireland's 32 in Van Nuys, so I went out and did that, and then I woke up pretty damn sick on Thursday, so I just wasn't fucking up to it. I was down all day, and then to be fair, I totally forgot.
Okay, see that helps
That last
tracks.
part.
because Gary, Matt, and
I checked my email at like 6:30 p.m. and I saw your guys' emails, and I'm like, nope, not even fucking replying.
Oh, we were done.
Yeah. So Gary, Matt, and I, we met up for the Malo meetup. Had a great time, by the way. Everybody.
That was super fun.
Yeah, had a
It
good
was
time
fun.
hanging out. And then we did the pod. And then during the pod, get a message from Kaylin because no call, no show kind of thing. It's like, hey guys, I'm a Big Bear, can't make it. Real short, but hit us up. Nothing from Dawson. We're worried about you.
Zero.
But-
Not worried enough to send a text or offer a phone call.
Yeah,
when
not
I try
that
to
worried.
didn't see my
Not that
tweet?
worried. You weren't that worried.
We weren't worried
Yeah.
of your like health
Yeah.
or your safety.
No, let's check in on him, but just on an email in one way.
Yeah, I was worried
Yeah,
about you.
I
I
didn't
dialed
even have my
6 of
computer
your
on.
7 numbers for the phone number. And I was like, yeah. So it got close. It got real close.
So, yeah.
You know how we feel about Android. So.
So how was your guys' New Year's? What was the New Year's Eve like for you? I mean, everybody, I'd say across the board that I've talked to about New Year's, not just in here but anywhere, just like mellow, chill, and I think that's kind of the general consensus, right?
I mean, mine was mellow and chill in that it was just my wife and I, but we threw a rager and stayed up like all fucking night long. So
Couch-
it was a really
Nice.
fun time.
How
came
did it
over?
stack up to Coachella standards?
Well, Coachella, let's just say, has elements that make it a little more heightened than this
Yeah, like
particular
the
evening
music
was.
and
yeah,
the-
exactly,
Yeah,
the music
right,
and
right.
stuff.
You put a hood over your head.
But I'll tell you guys a little bit more about the incredible food that we enjoyed just in our own very home on New Year's Eve, which was a big part of why it was a great day.
Nice.
I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah.
And then Doss, what about you, bud?
Well, I was going to keep my tradition of having all my shithead buddies over on New Year's. We've been doing it since I got the house.
Yeah.
It's always been a great fucking
I used
time.
to get that email. He didn't think about me this year, though.
Yeah. And on fucking Wednesday or Friday, I called it off. Said, nope, can't do it. So fucking, it was me and my dogs.
Wait, why didn't you want to do it?
Because I was fighting the edge of getting sick. Like, I haven't been sick in 7 years. That's pretty good for a dude without a spleen who got like clockwork. Like, I get bronchitis every year.
I say that's really
I'd
good.
get the major flu every single year. And so I started to feel like, okay, here's the point where you got to make chicken soup and take Zicam. And then you can
What's
fucking
Zicam?
beat this.
What's that?
It's
Zicam
a zinc
is-
supplement.
It's what you're supposed to take if you feel a cold coming on. It doesn't work.
That works for me.
It works,
As
but
part
it,
of voodoo.
I used
There's
to
a lot of
There's a lot of mental things.
There's a
to
lot
it,
of
too.
things,
I
yeah.
think it tastes good.
It does taste good.
But I took it in front of Drew one time and he laughed.
yeah.
the biggest.
Yeah.
Of all people to laugh.
Yeah, it was like,
My attack to not getting sick is a three-pronged approach. 1, homemade chicken soup. 2, shitload of Zicam and a lot of sleep.
3 has got to be bourbon or something.
3 is fucking
Yeah.
keep
it is.
telling yourself. 3 is you got to keep telling yourself, I'm not getting sick. There's no fucking way I'm getting sick. I'm not getting sick.
It's a mental game.
And it's a total fucking mental game.
yeah, how much do you guys think it's mental? Because I think it is pretty mental.
I think it's mental.
Yeah, I think it's mental. Like Little Bean would say, it's mental. Right? Do you
Right.
ha-
I
like,
disagree.
From
do you disagree?
England.
Yeah, I disagree. I don't think. I mean, maybe the recovery process you could speed it up a little bit, but when you're sick, like you can tell you're fucking sick. There's no way to just tell yourself like,
Well,
oh
it's
my
not-
my
I
nose
think
is
that-
congested,
see,
and I
getting
can't breathe,
sick-
and like my body aches. It's like
But
You're
how out of
approaching
commission
getting
you
sick
are.
just
though,
tell
like
yourself
it's
you're not feeling
like
it.
it's binary. Like it's
No.
either you're sick or you're not sick. There are levels of sick, and if you attack it at the right time, you can stop getting sick.
Yeah, Dawson's not sick. He's sick, brah.
Sick, bro.
Yeah, what you need to do is
No, please stop. Please, will you stop?
Well,
was the
Dawson,
sickness at the end.
I'm glad you feel better.
I watched the New Year's illegal fireworks, which was a hell of a show this year.
Dude, there were some
good.
big
in North
ones.
Hollywood. Fucking
Yeah.
hell of a show. And then I had I watched that for like 5 minutes because it freaked the dogs out. So from about 11:30 until 12:30 when I went to bed, I had the dogs, one of them on each side of me. Boo was shaking fucking vigorously.
Oh.
She was not fucking having it. But I just keep talking to him. It's okay. It's fun. It's loud noises. Look at
Yeah.
the TV.
Yeah,
know.
make him feel a little more comfortable about it.
So
Well, you were missed, but not enough to where one I would
Yeah, well,
finish dialing your number.
yeah.
But 2, it felt like you were there
certainly
anyway.
didn't warrant a text.
Yeah, it felt like you were there anyway because I feel like I heard him. I heard him whenever we do the Boba Boy Army bark.
Roof. Rough. Roof. 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 Rough. Roof. Rough. Roof.
Oh, see?
Yeah, it was great.
That's what I did
Interesting.
for New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
I woke up New Year's Eve at the
pretty smooth.
aforementioned
Yeah, it's
Great
nice.
Wolf Lodge and hung out with my son for a few hours, and then we just came home and had a chill night.
Yeah, Gary did the meetup with his wolf ears still on.
Yeah,
Tell us about the that water slide hotel,
yeah, it was pretty. I don't know. It's
which Gina called herpes
Central?
soup.
herpes soup.
I think. Yeah,
I don't like that.
I wasn't fond of that either. I was.
Well,
but-
she's from the Midwest, so she actually has heard of this place. And
She was shocked to learn there was one in Southern California. But it's for kids for sure. I mean, mostly. It is what it is. If you want a place that's got an indoor water park and an
Yes.
arcade,
Yes.
and
Yes.
a mini bowling alley,
Yes.
a hotel with like restaurants and like Dunkin' Donuts and shit. It's like it's one of
Sounds hella
these.
fun to me.
It kind of felt like a cruise on land, like a self-contained, like you can do everything there.
Yeah.
And then if your kids are the right age, you can sort of, all right, Jimmy, go fucking play skee ball or whatever, and then you can go have a beer or whatever. But it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I love good, clean fun like that.
I don't know how clean it was.
Arcades. Like Kaylin's getting pumped on it. Like we're not talking about booze and hookers and the usual stuff that Kaylin
You got an
likes.
arcade.
Yeah,
Don't need
arcade.
the rest of that stuff.
Yeah, arcade. Like, how did you ever go to Discovery Zone, Kaylin, when you were a kid? Been there? Do you remember Discovery
must have
Zone?
went there, yeah.
Absolutely.
Dude, it was just a bunch of ball pits and
Ours in the
And
that's
like-
a fun place.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, what is?
Yeah, I thought you were talking like a field trip place, like the Exploratorium.
Oh,
or-
not like a science
no,
museum.
no.
No,
Like that, okay.
Discovery Zone is you walk in and it is just everything after you cross the threshold. It is just everything's soft and you can just jump around in nets.
What the
and-
fuck are you
and
discovering?
moon bounces. Dude, you're discovering fun.
Okay.
When you're at the Discovery Zone, and there are like things you could climb with ropes, like mountains, ball pits. You're
Fuck,
jumping
dude, I
off
wanna
stuff.
do that.
Dude, I think about that place every once in a while, and I'm like,
wanna
I
go
think,
there.
yeah, we're getting to
I wanna
that
go back
age
there.
where they're going to recreate it for adults.
Oh. I think you're right, but also they have tiny versions. I go to like the toddler versions of those almost every other weekend.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be fun if they made one for adults?
Yes.
Much larger scale, provided booze. We just sign a waiver so we don't sue
Yeah.
them because somebody's going to get hurt and
Let
they're
me
going
tell
to be
you,
weird
Chris,
about it.
Downtown LA, there's a place called the Discovery Zone. It's for adults only. And the girls there will treat you really nice.
No, man, it's a different kind of place I'm thinking of.
There's a few zones that they'll help you discover.
Well,
Is it really called Discovery Zone?
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
the Claw. That's why we call it the Claw.
Yeah, so I think about that place and how much fun it was. I think they all closed down.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Add water, Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh.
Nice.
That's all it is. Just add some water.
and there's a
and
bar.
It's got the bars you're talking about. Both. By the way, I was blown away. I don't know why I didn't expect this, but there was a full bar in the actual water park itself.
Okay, here is the ultimate adult fun zone / like if for instance if I had a bachelor party, this is where I'd want it to be. I
If
mean,
you had a
if
We're
bachelor
about to
party?
have a
I am
bachelor
gonna have a
party in
bachelor
2 months.
You're right. No, sorry, not if.
So this is
When?
what we're doing.
This is
This is
when.
what we're doing for
Yeah,
your
this is my
bachelor
fantasy
party.
bachelor party.
Okay.
Right now.
That you'll never
Discovery
achieve.
Zone,
Okay.
where like we go and there's there are other groups there too, and everyone's having a good time bouncing on the balls and sorry, this is a totally different Discovery Zone than Matt's, but bouncing in the ball pits and climbing the ropes. And we all get our own little roped off room or whatever, and it's all soft there, and we could bounce off of there too. And they're just playing jams super loud, all the '90s hits that we love, and maybe there's some karaoke, and and everybody's singing along, and you can bounce off the walls. And
What is soft air?
what?
Did you say there's soft air? We're
Sure.
bouncing off the walls and there's soft air. Did you say that?
No, but I want there
Oh,
to be
okay.
now. Yeah, that's
what
the
I
kind
thought
of
I
yeah.
heard.
I'm so sick of this hard
dude,
air.
all the air when you walk in.
Yeah.
so soft.
Like, is there a real science
Yeah.
to this? If you're bouncing off the walls, soft air seems
Yeah,
like the
no,
room you
think
want to do
You've
it
been
in.
bouncing on hard air your
Yeah,
whole life, Doss.
Right. Yeah.
It's a game changer.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Let's get to this soft air place.
Let's get some soft air. There's booze. Okay. There's I don't know what else I can think of, but
Arcade.
An arcade.
There you go.
Unlimited.
Yes.
Unlimited arcade, Kaylin.
I'm there. Just tell me when.
Yeah, Dawson.
Pinball.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's the dream. I guess we'll just go to Vegas or something. We'll figure it out. The Claw. Cam, how's your New Year's?
It was pretty low key. Me and my girlfriend Amy just got drunk and watched the new James Bond movie.
How was it?
It was alright. It was alright.
I liked it.
It was, I think, mid tier of the Daniel Craig series of James Bond.
The top
movies.
three.
Where do you put it in relation to Quantum of Solace?
Quantum is bottom.
Yeah,
Bare,
but yeah,
bare,
everyone-
bare.
That is
Yeah,
It is
everyone
absolute-
agrees that's
basement
the
dwelling.
worst.
Dog shit fucking Daniel Craig.
To
The
be
worst
fair,
one.
they made that movie when the infamous writer strike
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
happening. So
I know.
I took a girl on a date there, like, because I was so pumped on Casino Royale, and then that came out, and I'm like, oh, we gotta go watch this. It's gonna be awesome. And it's one of those movies that takes place like a second after
Yeah.
Casino
Right.
Royale ends.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, okay, she didn't see the first one. I thought, she could just reset and watch this one fine. No, oh my God, she had the worst time. I was embarrassed. And I remember that like parkour was really hot, and they had a bunch of parkour, but I don't know. It just it didn't hit. It didn't hit. So the order is Casino Royale, Skyfall, then I think No Time to Die, top three. But I can't speak on behalf of Spectre because I didn't see Spectre.
I was gonna say I would actually put Spectre before.
I was gonna
okay,
say
now
too.
watch
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Spectre's probably pretty high on that list.
Oh, you think? I loved Skyfall. I thought Skyfall.
Skyfall was great. But
Skyfall's great.
Casino Royale is the number one.
It's hard to beat that
Yeah.
movie.
Did you guys see that they're gonna release Goldeneye for the Xbox?
No.
What?
Yep.
Wait, just for the Xbox?
That's right.
Why?
For once, Xbox gets something that PlayStation doesn't get.
Wow. Is it just the new Xbox, or is it like
It'll
Xbox
be.
One
I
included?
think I'm gonna get it on
Okay.
my Xbox One.
Yeah, I played a lot of GoldenEye, and I was just thinking about it the other day. I don't think I ever played multiplayer on GoldenEye. I just played the single player
You've
all
never-
the time.
You've never lived.
You've never played GoldenEye then?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking about getting a PS5, so if anybody has an in to getting a PS5, hit me up.
Yeah, hit me up
Just
too.
curious.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
use that Connect.
Everybody
Three
just
cool
jump
guys
on.
looking for PS5s.
I just figured I'd see. I guess they're kind of hard to find.
They are. They are very hard to find.
Although
that.
Shaq just donated like 500
Yeah.
to a school.
My dad told me one of the saddest stories I've ever heard on, I guess it was Christmas night, about how he thought that I wanted the new Xbox, which I had never said once in my life, and he went on an epic journey to try to procure said Xbox. Ended up talking to somebody that turned out to be like a Nigerian prince who had an Xbox kind of thing, and it got the banks involved, and it was this whole fucking thing.
Oh, wow.
And I told my dad, I said, that's really, really, really sad, but also I probably would have wanted a PlayStation.
Yeah, the whole any online retailer now, it's all scams. Like OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace has become that now. I thought Facebook Marketplace would hit because you have to use your real profile and it's like it's legit people. But then now I've
Yeah, Facebook has never had any fake people on it before.
yeah now I'm gonna spoil something for you, Gary. There are some fake people on there now.
You guys remember
Holy
that
shit.
voiceover scam that I told you about?
Yeah.
That they sent
Yeah,
that
with the
fake
check.
check. They hit me again last week.
Really?
Yeah,
Hey.
different name. This time it's from someone named Maxwell Bradley.
Ooh,
What
he
is-
seems trustworthy.
What is the market on voiceover scams? Like how many suckers are there
It's
to where
very
they're
niche.
cornering
It's-
this
it's
market?
Really,
I think that's why they're circling back. I think they
Incredibly
got to the
specific.
bottom of the list and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, that fucking Dawson
Yeah.
guy might have forgotten.
let's try him again.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if it's unsuccessful, why are you still trying?
Bro,
Find another.
You miss every shot you
occupation.
don't take. Michael Scott.
Yeah. Well, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. Yeah, I go on Facebook Marketplace. It's just like selling used tires. And it's a picture of like a girl with her boobs out, and I'm like, okay, like what is this? Now I look like a perv to the people who are behind me in the movie theater, who are sitting behind me. Like,
Actually, you just look like a sexist. Why won't you buy tires from that poor woman?
there weren't any tires in the
business is
picture.
no good for
I looked
you?
at all the pictures. There were zero
such a
zero
chauvinist bitch.
tires.
Carefully looked at each of the pictures.
Yeah, I looked
slowly.
at each picture, slowly zoomed in into every inch to make sure
You have
there
to
were
examine.
there were no
He
tires.
examined.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucked.
I think I saw her sign at the Discovery Zone. Up on the billboard.
I want to go back there. I'll go to that one now. I just need to get my fix. All right, you guys want to do some comments?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's time for listener
All right, and this is the part of the show where we read the comments that were left for us on our Facebook group. And if anybody wants to join this Facebook group, it's very easy. You just go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Army Worldwide LLC. You answer a few questions, and we may let you in.
Probably.
If you answer the questions.
If you got to answer the questions though.
A lot of people don't.
Correctly?
Dude.
No, you just gotta just come on.
We have to answer
We don't care if you get the answers right
I
or
am
wrong.
very surprised,
It's
Gary.
most-
I'm sure you've been seeing this too. What is Kaylin's alter ego? I would say about like 25 to 30% get it right. Insomniac.
Yeah.
The other 70% says T-Rex. Every time. Like, where are they getting this from? Have you noticed that?
I've noticed it. I think that they're confused and they think like they're confusing alter ego and Kaylin was the
His
T-Rex's
client?
agent. Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe Insomniac was the T-Rex's agent. Then it all makes sense.
This makes no sense.
I
to
think
the
what makes
listeners.
most sense is that these are newer listeners.
Yes.
Insomniac has disappeared for a long time.
Well, T-Rex was around for one episode. Like, I don't know. Which is cool that they remember that.
We also changed the initial question to where can you get a second episode of Watercooler each week? The obvious answer to Chris and I when we did this was Patreon.
Patreon.com/Watercooler.
The number of people who write YouTube, Spotify, like the craziest shit. And I mean, that's fine. You're still getting in. But yeah. We
Well,
try to
anyway.
make the questions easy.
We made them so easy that we just answered like half of them for you. So
Maybe we should make them even easier. Like, just do basic math questions. Don't do anything that applies to our show.
basically the
No.
All right.
Yeah.
It's got to.
All right,
You just
listeners.
want us to do a
Listeners,
CAPTCHA?
don't say I didn't try. Don't say I didn't try to make it easier on you.
Yeah.
I don't think the listeners would agree that they would like that.
Guys, we've already established there are fake people on Facebook.
Yeah,
That's true.
someone just tried to join. She was selling tires.
Got a voiceover.
She has a PS5.
Yeah, she has a PS5. All right, let's see here. Oh, and I just want to say first off, it is my favorite place on the internet, this Facebook group, and
Yeah.
everyone is so nice. There are a lot of well wishes for Happy New Year's and Merry Christmases, Happy Holidays, and it was really, really lovely. It was warmer than a Christmas fireplace, I thought, over the breaks to read all that. So thanks everybody for writing in. All right, let's kick this one off with. We do a lot of food debates in the Facebook group as well. That's something I've noticed, and that's fine. We do a lot of food debates on the show, so it would make sense.
It's in the spirit of the show.
Well, Trevor West, he had not a food debate, but a utensil debate that caught the group by storm.
We've done this on our show before, by the way.
We have.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, no, this is a little bit of a twist.
Okay.
You can only pick 2 utensils to use for the rest of your life.
Yes, this is a little twist. I like this. Go for it.
What are you choosing? And the options were fork and knife, spoon and knife, fork and spoon. Right?
Right. So we just did one utensil?
Yeah, we've done like our favorite utensils before, but
Okay.
now
was
you
gonna
get
say-
2. And you lose the other one for the rest of the rest of your life. So this adds a little bit more drama here because now you got both hands. One can help the other do something the purpose of whatever was
Okay.
missing. So
All right.
what do you guys want? Do you want to hear the results first, or you just want to?
Well, I mean, there's an easy answer.
I think
Oh.
there's a very easy answer as well.
After you.
Well, I thought there was 2, but then I reconsidered mid thought.
Well, reconsider again because there's an easy answer.
Okay, well, we actually have a tie for first place
Okay, let's hear.
in the group. Fork and knife
Correct.
is the correct answer, which Gary's going to say, right?
Incorrect.
That's what I. that's what I switched to.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, because you switched there's a tie. So, fork and knife is at 37%. Spoon and knife, the other 37%, and then fork and spoon at like 28. So,
Yeah. I mean, I can argue for both of the top 2 that are tied, but I think fork and knife is better because let's just be honest. Anything you need a spoon for, you can pick up and drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything you need a spoon for. Okay, there you go. That's a decent thought. I was going to say, with the spoon, you have absolutely no need for a fork because the fork has a major flaw in that it won't carry your liquids. But I suppose
You can drink your liquid.
you could drink. Are we getting cups in
But-
this scenario?
but-
Are
Caleb,
cups allowed?
There's
Yes.
no, yeah.
Are you
of
gonna-
course.
This
Let's
is about
say-
utensils. They haven't
Sure.
taken away.
I'm still going spoon and knife.
let's say you're
I can argue
eating.
that
Yeah.
way too.
Yeah, I don't need that fork.
Yeah, I'm with spoon and knife because anything that I can poke with a fork, I can scoop with a spoon, baby. And I can scoop.
I'll do you one better. Anything you can wow. Anything you can poke with a fork.
I can
you
pork with a spoon.
You can poke with a spoon as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, I can. Yeah, I mean they're and look, we have a major fork shortage here at Corolla Studios. Like it is big, and I'm eating salads with spoons now.
Are we really?
Oh yeah.
Yes, we do.
Oh
You guys
yeah.
don't like plastic?
I don't think there
I
are-
do dive
I
into the
think there's a
plastic. Yeah.
huge box of
Yeah.
plastic forks.
Yeah, I don't
understand
want
that.
forks.
We need more metal forks. I get that. I get it.
Yeah. So
All right, well, let's tell Ryan.
I've been Well,
Ryan,
no, I
You're
don't.
listening to this, right?
Well, here's what I'm trying to tell you, Matt. I don't need it. I've just been spooning
You're
everything,
spooning it, baby.
and and life has been fine.
Now, here's the thing. In this weird apocalyptic time where people are taking utensils away from us, there's also an argument to be made for you don't want to take the spoon because that's one less weapon that you have to defend yourself against marauding, looters.
Think about the marauding
He's gonna
biker.
protect the soup.
God damn it.
You taking forks in movie theaters?
They're taking away utensils and stuff. This is
Yeah.
like a post-apocalyptic hell that we're living in.
And I guess-
I need 2 stabbing hands.
I just pictured Gary like fucking Wolverine, but with like,
Yeah.
Now, here's an argument.
I didn't realize we'd be battling
Yeah.
with these utensils. That's a whole different thing.
Well, in this alternate reality, I just assume I'm going to have to defend myself.
And I will also say, in your favor, in this apocalyptic scenario, one could melt a fork down and allow it to become a spoon.
All right, Matt. You're
Now
getting,
you're-
all right.
Now you're just
I
being
was just
silly, Matt.
I was with Gary in the
apocalypse.
apocalypse of having to defend myself and my family with utensils. But once you have to melt things,
Here's what no one really thought of though. You get now. I've been
So many things you
fork
could say.
knife the whole way. It's just you're gonna drink your soup, but
Come back
no
here.
one really thought of if you give me a spoon, I can make it into a spork,
All right, but see, that's not the spirit
and then
of the
I'll
rule.
use that and the knife.
well then,
Okay,
then I go.
marauding biker man.
Yeah,
I need to
right.
stab people.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay.
I guess I
part
do.
of
Oh, okay,
But
Gary,
this
I think
isn't.
Well, we
I think
can't-
Gary and I are on the same page here with this. This is the actual answer. It's actually fork and spoon. Because then you can shiv the handle to be a knife. You get all three, right, Gary? That's what you're gonna say.
Okay. I'm trying to
smart.
stick with
Polls
the
need to
spirit.
be-
You can also
These polls need to be way more
do
specific.
the same
about
thing with
what
the other end of the spoon.
circumstances
You can
are.
file that shit down. Then you got a knife.
Yeah.
You got a spife.
But it's not a poll about what would you
spike.
like to modify.
I'll take the spife
Dude, and if
and
I-
the spork.
All right, I'll take
I
the
would rather-
spoon and the fork because I can melt them together and create a nuclear weapon.
No. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, if I had to defend people, I'd use a spife and a fife.
Yeah.
to defend. Use my stabbing hands.
Can
for
we
that.
do a poll if you were to defend yourself in an apocalyptic world? Which 2 utensils would you need to keep? And then let's see if the results are different.
Yeah, we'll put an asterisk next to the poll. Sorry, Trevor.
How many stabbing
try.
hands do you want?
Yeah.
1 or 2?
How many stabbing utensils? We get to the real answers on this show.
We sure do.
That's why we do this. I love it. Mindy Brogdon wrote in the Facebook group. She says, "Hey Dawson,
Yeah.
first off, love the toolbox that you do on the Corolla Show.
Rough.
And by the way, great job on the Ace Awards too. I'm just saying that. Man, you pumped it up and it delivered. Okay, so she also says, speaking of the Ace Awards, Mindy loves your golf shoes, and you deserved the win for best invention.
Of course. I rigged it. That was actually Lynch. Lynch sent me an email at like fucking 2 a.m. his time.
like
He
have a speech ready
he
kind of
says,
thing.
No, he just says, I got it. It's going to be the greatest upset of all time. You're winning, and bottomless golf shoes are winning invention of the year. I'm like, yeah, dude, I get you. Smart. Do it. I'll write something up.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it came out really funny.
So yeah, I was cooked.
And
but-
by the way, how many people are sending you that picture of that guy with the Vans missing the sole? I'm still getting it. This is what it's like. Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
Let's see. Christina Aparicio says she's looking for recommendations for a hotel near the Las Vegas Festival ground.
Great.
Also,
Well,
anyone
fudge.
going to the Lovers and Friends Festival in May.
Not anymore.
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
That's not. Yeah, I thought you would at least
It's a
know. Yeah.
swingers convention.
The Lovers and Friends Fest. It sounds like an
Yeah, it
emo
does.
fest, which I'd be pretty pumped, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't know. I've never
Lovers-
been to the festival ground. In
Oh,
Vegas.
this looks
Where is the festival
amazing. Okay, Lovers and Friends is a 2000s hip hop fucking
Ooh.
fest. Usher, Ludacris, Lil Jon, Neo, Trey Songz, Nelly, Brandy, TLC, Sierra, Lauryn Hill, Ashanti, J. Rule, and then it's all still
J. Rule?
Ja Rule. Sorry,
Thank you.
Sean Paul, Mace,
Wow.
Fabulous.
Just making sure.
Nothing gets by you.
Nothing, buddy.
Wow.
Damn, these are
Damn, that's a great lineup.
even
Well,
down to the. There's more. That
have we not heard of this? I thought we were pretty hip,
think I'm-
especially with like old stuff like that. Like
Yeah, I think I'm old.
Well, Christina, I got a great recommendation. You and I can split an Airbnb because I want to go to that. That sounds awesome.
Do you have a ticket for it?
No, we get in.
Well, you better get in
Talk to
quick.
Matt and Joel.
because
I'll
they-
just pretend. Let's pretend I'm in a band. Yeah.
It says here that they've already added second shows for each day.
Oh, there you
So
go.
That means they're selling out, baby.
Damn, that sounds like.
Wait, when's your bachelor party?
Whoa, that's a great
This
point.
is what it's like.
Months before this.
Different in a month.
I will be married by the time this.
Let's do a post-bachelor party.
Let's
No,
see.
no, you don't get to do that.
Why not?
Doesn't go over well.
Oh, really?
Second bachelor party?
Or what about I've heard of people doing they've missed the bachelor party because of scheduling or whatever, so they're like, okay, well he never got a bachelor party. We should go out and do it after he gets married.
Yeah, it's dumb.
That's
do
dumb?
That. That's not a good idea.
Why?
Because
Why?
Well,
do you
just no strippers. You know?
yeah. There. Still bad?
fixed it.
Sure.
Sure.
Does
Yeah.
it still
Gary
count as a
Tops.
bachelor
I
party?
mean, you should still be able to get together with your boys at a cabin in Tahoe and take psychedelics.
Well, that's just a boys' weekend. That's not.
you
That's
go.
different. A bachelor party should not come after your wedding. That's
I
just
agree.
you should have a boys' weekend after your wedding, and whatever.
Yeah.
Don't call it a bachelor party. Bad idea.
Yeah, I do love the boys' weekends though. They're fun.
Yeah, they are.
Let's see here. Andrew Rice shared a link, and this was pretty interesting. So he writes, "Harkening back to the shot or stabbed question. Remember, we've done this.
Yay.
What's worse? Classic argument and debate that we've had. We've had people call in who've been shot.
And
stabbed.
stabbed.
And we've had somebody even call in who's been both and was able to provide a little more input.
Important question. Stab with a knife or stab with a fork?
That is
Or
fascinating. We need
Or
callers.
spife.
I would,
Damn it, I should have said spife.
I would be stabbed with a fork. I will choose that.
You're actually getting stabbed 3 times as much, though, if you think about it. Or even 4.
Four
if you-
times.
Nah,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
get stabbed with a
Depends.
That's an
fork. You get
odd-shaped
stuck
fork.
with a fork.
Are you using 3-pronged forks, Matt?
That's using one of those big salad forks. It's only got the 3.
Ever since the collapse of 2021, there haven't been any forks, Chris. There's only spoons. I've been living in a paradise, but frankly, some people are worried about it. Sorry.
Well, people are still wondering, and Andrew Rice can provide a little input. He says, "I've never been shot, but I have been quote lightly stabbed."
Hey.
But his reason for being stabbed, he says, is better because a grazing knife wound does less damage than a grazing shot. Yeah.
I can see that.
Well, and he put the article up because it was news when he got stabbed. Andrew is from Portland, and in Portland, this guy stabbed an innocent dude, and then when he got caught, he claimed that Taylor Swift told him to kill that man. And he was like he's like a crazy looking dude.
Did we fucking arrest Taylor Swift or what?
Well, and I looked up and
Where's
the
the
guy's
sense
name
of
is Andrew
justice?
Rice.
Seriously.
So this is a guy that got stabbed from that story where this crazy guy's like, yeah, Taylor Swift told me to.
Really?
Do it. Yeah. It's a 2-inch wound. He was stabbed in the back.
Oh. That's cruel.
Andrew, give us more info.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
thought
thought he
it,
said he
I
was
thought it,
lightly stabbed, though.
I thought it wasn't
According to
news
him.
if you got stabbed in Portland. I thought Portland was
It's the stab
really
capital.
crazy right now. So it was,
Yeah.
wasn't that where people were just randomly firing at each other from across streets a few months ago?
Sounds about right.
And
Yeah.
and when you get stabbed and it says it's a 2-inch wound, is it 2 inches deep or 2 inches like from end to end?
Yeah, that's a good question. Is it going 2 inches in or 2 inches across?
Well, the actual answer is whatever's biggest, right? Because that you always just want to say whatever's the bigger number,
sure.
right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Because if it's like a 5-inch deep wound, but it's only like a half an inch, like the spife it's like a half an inch wide, and you went by width, like I got a half-inch stab wound.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
not
super
as
deep.
impressive.
Yeah, I think it should go either deep or whatever. It's a bigger number. Let's see here. Hunter Davis. This one also divided the Facebook group. He says, should Adam Carolla make a guest appearance on the water cooler? At least
I don't
one
like to
meet-
claw.
just to see his reaction. I think he said, yeah, you just heard Adam say it himself. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I mean, he could. He's more than welcome to.
He is more than welcome to. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm sure he listens to every show anyway. So
I
it's-
saw
he-
I saw a lot of people in the comments saying like that's inviting your boss over to like hang out and have a beer. That might be in reality what it would feel like, but he's more than welcome if he wants to. He would be he would be a lot less confused when people start barking at him and saying weird shit on his other
Yeah.
shows.
You get along great on this show, I think.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think so
kidding me?
too. Who has?
Having said that, I don't think we should waste his time. He's a very busy man. So
Yeah, hey, this is that thing that we do after you leave.
yeah.
Well, we've been doing
exactly.
it for 7 years, and it's never come up. So I think he's probably good.
He was on Resume once. It was great.
Oh, that's right. Huh?
Stephanie Lynn Rinker
Ice.
says, "Hey brothers, it doesn't get brought up often anymore,
Sup, fuckers?
but the Woof Woof code for chunk nibbles still going strong.
Oh,
The personalized note blows my mind every time. It takes 2 seconds, but it makes all the difference. Yeah, you get a personalized note from Gary's cousin every time you order chunk nibbles. It's incredible."
Yeah.
And he says she says half of the ones she bought were gifts, but she's stuffing her face with the rest. Here's to that weight loss goal in 2022. Woof woof.
Well, she posted a picture as well, and I believe if you spread it all out so nothing was sitting on top of it, it would be. I'm sorry, you don't have to show it. I was just going to say there's so much of it that it would probably cover this console that we're all sitting at. She bought a bunch of gifts and all kinds of stuff. So thank you so much for supporting him. That's
Yeah.
Sweet. I want some of that now.
Well, I take it as a good sign that we didn't get any, because usually we get some over the holidays. But that must mean his supply's
he's
low.
just forgotten about us. He's
killing
so
it.
successful now.
Yeah, he might.
Great news.
Yeah.
First
so I'm doing
McClure's.
So I'm doing a collab with McClure's.
He had a kiddo. I think he's probably his focus is elsewhere.
Yeah.
They're Detroit, right?
Uh-huh.
So is McClure's. Yeah.
We should do a live show.
McClure's
in
flavored
Detroit.
chunk
Do we
nibbles.
have a market in Detroit, or are we the
I like
are
how
we
your
Detroit's
head's working.
market?
I think we have a huge overlap with Eminem's audience. So
You know he's coming to LA to perform next
get
month.
out. Is that true?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Oh, is he doing any local shows?
I have no idea. I would doubt
that's
it.
pretty
because
local.
He's doing the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's like,
Yeah.
that's the warm up, really, to doing the whole thing for yourself. Like a
Yeah, is he going to drop
concert.
in like at the Comedy Store and try a set out for a little bit? Like what's
I don't
going to
know.
happen?
It's possible,
God
but
damn
he's
it.
doing the Super Bowl. So.
When Chris Rock did the Oscars, he would drop into the Comedy Store. I remember I
Yeah.
saw him there. Saw him, Chappelle, Vince Vaughn, John Favreau, Dimitri Martin, all as like a group. They like got out of the same car and they just walked in the Comedy Store together.
Squad.
Like the day before the Oscars. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dang.
Vince Vaughn, very tall man. Let's see here. Oh, Lee Philip Berg. Any good New Year's resolutions? You guys got any? Do you care about it? Have you thought about it? You guys just like, yeah.
I'm going to write and perform 20 minutes of stand up.
Woo!
Nice.
That's great, dude.
Good for you, man.
I love that. And new material, or are you going to add to your?
Oh, it'll be adding, obviously. Yeah, I'm
I don't know.
not going to stop telling. I didn't say 20 minutes. New.
But what?
No.
How long's your set now? I thought it's like 20 minutes.
No, I can go like 11.
Okay. Oh, I thought you had more than that.
I probably do, but I got to make it funnier.
Tighten it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I love that. Anybody else? Kaylin, you were asking me, but it kind of sounded like you had something.
Kinda, yeah. Me and my girlfriend are gonna not drink for 6 months, and I would also like to finally get down to 180 pounds again. I was very close,
Nice.
right before Thanksgiving.
What are you at now?
Probably closer to 210.
Okay. Is that rude for me to ask?
No,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
care.
I think if we're doing resolutions, it's fair to put that out there.
All right. Yeah. That's great, man.
Yeah.
How about you, Chris?
I don't really know. I mean, I haven't really thought about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
you been
every
sick or
time
something?
It's been working a lot.
Yeah.
My New Year's resolution was stop having COVID.
You did it.
I did it. Man, that was easy.
We hope.
Yeah.
And I just had the rest of the year to chill. Let's see here, and lastly, Blaze K Folk says, "Okay, Bobo Boys just got my first surround sound system. What's the best movie to try it out?
We've discussed this, right?
Yeah.
Several times.
Jumanji or Avengers. I think that's it. So
Yeah,
there
go
you-
to patreon.com/watercooler. You can
Yeah.
listen to one of the many commentary tracks that we've done
I'm
On your
with
new
Dances
surround
with
sound
Wolves.
system.
on your new
yeah,
surround
actually,
sound system.
yeah, Blaze.
That's the best.
It's on a movie. You should be
It's-
trying it out.
You should be listening to a podcast.
Yeah,
That's right.
listen to this very podcast.
Is this not a great idea?
It'll be
Yeah.
like
That's
five guys are
fantastic.
shouting at you in a room.
Could we do a surround sound recording, DOS, where we're all on a different speaker? There's 5 of us. That's a 5.1 system right there.
Yeah, but yeah, somebody, a lot of people would get the shaft, you know.
Yeah.
What's that, the subwoofer?
Well, a few of those channels are left only, right only.
That's what I'm saying. So, but imagine a room, 5.1 surround sound. Wow. Matt's in
It's
one
a center
corner.
channel.
Gary's in one corner. I'll probably be the center because,
No, in that way, we need to get the omnidirectional surround microphone.
But then will you be able to tell that Chris
And
is
then
someone
high
lower?
yeah.
Gary looks like a cat just waiting to pounce. Like he was so ready.
Well, Chris, you made the comment about being in the middle, and it took me a
Gary
second to figure out.
perked up. He's like, oh. He was awoken.
I like this idea of the acapella in 5.1.
Yeah.
You know,
Ooh,
We could
that'd be cool,
we could
too.
revolutionize the commentary track.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Voices working mono.
Like Dust, what do you think of this? I heard of people who would listen to like Simon and Garfunkel, and they'd put the speakers at the height of both guys
Wow.
and kind of separate it that way.
That makes zero sense. That makes fucking zero sense.
It's just like
That's
they're
not the
singing
way.
for
That's
you.
not the way you fucking see it at a show.
In headphones, do you have the left ear slightly higher?
Well,
than
no,
the right
Dust,
ear?
it's better than seeing it at a show. It's seeing them play it right in front of you. In
The
your living
only
room.
the only case that I can subscribe to that, because I do this in my garage bar. The right PA speaker is farther from the bar than the left PA speaker. So I've got those set so that the right speaker is making a touch more noise so you can still get that stereo feel when you're hanging out at the bar.
That's just because of the nature of where the bar sits in the room.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like using the, when you're in your car, you use the balance. The balance. Do you guys ever mess with that?
No.
Never
No.
mess with the balance? Or
I
the-
mean, I have. I know
the
what you're
fade?
talking
Yeah.
about, but yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't mess with it in the car. Unless, you're sitting in the driver's seat. You should probably balance it to where the right is a little louder, so it feels like,
No. The scientists have done their thing. Just let it be. Do not try to adjust. Years and years and decades of research into car stereo sound. They've got it. They're doing great.
I think
you
we're
don't
onto
need
something.
to press any buttons and balance it out.
I think the five of us are onto something here. Sure, scientists have done their thing, but we have done our
You
thing.
should see the number of adjustments in my car, Dawson.
All right, guys, I have to run. I have a movie to catch.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Spider-Man.
All right. But you're teasing a flicking that you're
I
going
am,
to be
yeah.
doing.
There we go.
You have to swing. It was a
Exactly.
Spider-Man
There
thing.
you
I
go.
don't know. It didn't work.
It worked. It
Well,
worked for me.
Have fun. What do you want to plug before you get out of here?
I want to plug Spider-Man. Go see it. So.
How are you playing? You haven't even seen it yet.
Well, for my review.
Oh,
on
okay.
Thursday, so,
Okay,
yeah,
so you-
so
you're-
the
So you're
audience
plugging
will be-
patreon.com/watercooler,
exactly.
where people can come
Yes.
and subscribe and hear Kalen's awesome movie reviews,
Yeah.
as
All
well as many
Thanks,
other
guys.
great perks.
I love it. Have fun. Tell Little
Drive
Bean
safely.
I say.
Laters.
What do you have to say, Dawson?
Roof. Roof.
It pretty much dies after today, so I want to use it a lot.
Well, anyway, those are our comments. Thanks everybody for writing in. Love it. You guys are all the best. All right, you want to do some shame, Matt? I want to hear about this New Year's meal.
Oh, no.
What type of foods might we hear of today? What might be the price? What might be the venue? So let's find out. It's time for Gary to say, hey, Matt.
What's on the New Year's Eve menu?
Well, I've told you guys about the New Year's Eve tradition in the Fondelier household the last couple years, which is my wife and I just have like a little fancy dinner at home. In the past, we've done 2 courses. First course being like a charcuterie, some salami, some pastrami, some meats, some breads, and then a little bit later.
So you had salami and pastrami
No, it just sounded
and
good.
meats?
It sounded good in my head.
You had a fancy Lunchable.
Fancy Lunchables. And then another course being the raclette, which is a type of Swiss cheese, not Swiss cheese with holes in it, but cheese from Switzerland. You melt it, you pour it over potatoes. It's amazing. I've told you guys about that in the past. This year, we wanted to do something a little special, and so we had an extra course at the very caviar.
Ooh.
Now, recently on the Corolla show, just give me some of that sweet, sweet raw fish. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. It actually fit.
Yeah.
They always fit, Matt. How dare you? I will not be questioned.
Yeah.
That's true. So we've had some caviar shipped here to the studio before.
You take a bite. It's like an eagle soaring above you.
Yes, I can almost hear it.
Or a panther chasing you.
And that's the
8-bit panther.
ferocity of the flavor. But anyway, I reached out to the very generous people at Marshallberg Farm.
Yes.
And asked if there was anything I could do to make my New Year's Eve special. because Lord knows I wasn't going to be able to do that on my own. And we were sent some unbelievable Ossetra caviar
Yes.
and sturgeon. And this is like a sustainable Russian sturgeon that they raise in like aqua farms, which I didn't even know existed in North Carolina. And it is such an incredible flavor. It's so subtle. It's salty. The texture of it, you just put a little bit on a cracker, or in the case of this company, they also sell this like smoked sturgeon.
Yeah.
And
Which is the fish that provides the eggs. So like it's like you're eating the eggs with the actual fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was a
Keto.
little bit nervous about that because sturgeon is not something that you really see on a menu at a restaurant other than in the form of caviar. It's not known as like being this incredibly delicious fish, but they do this like hot smoke thing to it.
Yeah, it's lovely.
It is freaking amazing.
And so the farm is owned by a husband and wife team.
Yeah.
And they like built it.
It's really incredible. I was
Yeah.
looking at their story online. But getting back to the food itself, I went out and bought the thinnest crackers imaginable. It's like it looks like tissue paper. They're that thin because you don't want anything to take away from the flavor of whatever you're going to put on top of it. I don't want anything too
You want to
bready.
eat the caviar, yeah.
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 You also get a little bit of creme fraiche, a
Yeah.
little bit of chives.
Sure.
And then, of course, you got the caviar itself, which the whole experience of opening the little caviar tin with a screwdriver, like to open the vacuum seal.
Yep.
You get these cool pearl spoons to do the scoop in.
Wait, what is this screwdriver business? You need a screwdriver?
Well, because the caviar is so tightly packed, you have to like put a screwdriver in and twist it. So like it's vacuum sealed. So in order to take the cap off, you have to like kind of crack it a little bit.
Interesting. I had no idea.
Pretty fun. Just that experience of it is very like a unique thing.
Sounds cool.
So at a certain point, I started to get artsy with the presentation because usually you go to a restaurant and you get caviar, you're getting just like you're getting like a scoop on a thing,
Yeah.
and that's it. It's $20 for like the equivalent of a bite. But we've got a full tin of this beautiful like premium golden caviar. I'm mostly looking at you, Chris, because I know Gary and Dawson.
I'm just trying not to play the raw fish drop.
Oh, that's good. Dawson, how do you feel about caviar?
Love it.
Oh, you do love caviar.
Yeah, look at Dawson.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm wrapped.
Oh, that's good. Excellent. How do you guys feel about eating puss? You guys like it?
Solid attention in your direction.
Well, good. So here's the deal.
Solid attention in your direction.
At a certain point, I got a little fancy with my own presentation. And I'm going to show you guys a picture. Chris is showing you guys right now. This was one of the best bites of food I'd ever had in my entire life. You could see the cracker. You got the caviar, the creme fraiche, and the chives. I put it on a fancy plate just because I thought it made it look more like a restaurant.
I saw this on the Twitter or
Oh, okay.
whatever, and I actually thought this was I
Retweeted?
thought you were at a restaurant.
like a
Yeah.
and you ordered that, and I'm like, my immediate thought was, poor bastard, you paid like $30 for a fucking bite of food.
Sure.
I didn't know that was your own tin in your own house.
Yes.
Oh, wait, so is that a tin that's sitting on, or is it like a super
No, that's-
intricate
no,
plate?
that's an
No,
intricate plate
that's
that I took a
about
picture
what they
on.
would serve you, though.
But that is what
At
you
a
would get served at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks so very nice, dude. Good job.
Thank
I thought
you.
that was a restaurant.
So I think really that to me is the biggest selling point of being able to just buy caviar. It really isn't that expensive from their website, which is thecaviarfarm.com.
Nice.
And
Clean.
you essentially, if you were to have caviar in a restaurant, like Dawson said, you spend like $30 for the picture that we've just shown here. But when you have a whole tin of it, you can really
And it's
make a
fun-
night of it.
Yeah, it's fun to do it yourself, and it's just such an incredible experience. I've had their caviar. It's the best caviar I've ever had. And I've had a lot of caviar, weirdly enough, like with all the bougie parties that I go to with Adam and stuff. And it's truly best.
I was trying to figure out that one bite of food. It had the following flavors: salty, smoky, creamy, crunchy, chivy.
Chivy.
I couldn't think of a better adjective.
That's pretty
I was
chivy.
All
I
of
thought
that
you were gonna
in
say,
one
I was
bite,
like, if you
in
say
one bite.
umami, I'm gonna jump and tackle you. No, there is umami for sure.
That sounds pretty fucking good,
It's
dude.
great. It's rich. It's just it's its own thing. Like highly recommended.
Yes, and we paired it with an awesome bubbly rosé that we had bought in Tahoe that we've been saving for a special occasion. It was a Cab Franc rosé, which you don't usually find. It was absolutely incredible. And then just to really top it all off, to really do the mix of the classy and the trashy, I had a nacho cheese Dorito with caviar on it.
Hey.
No, please stop. Please, will you stop? Ah! It was awesome.
Yeah.
Anything with caviar on it is fucking awesome.
I did it with a cheese puff.
Oh, that's right. You did do something
A
crazy
cheese ball.
like that.
Excuse me,
A cheese ball, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, anyway, thanks again to thecaviarfarm.com. And I am highly recommending all of our listeners to check out some of that amazing raw fish. Sweet raw fish. What was it? Just give me some of that sweet raw fish. You know what I mean? And that's what's on the menu.
Yeah. Thecaviarfarm.com. All right. It's time to get our plugs in GTFO. I'll start over there with Gary. Gary, what do you got?
I got to be honest, 300 episodes later, I didn't see this coming. Reasonable Doubt is back as of today. So there's a new Beyond episode. Go subscribe to the YouTube for that and for Adam Carolla.
Love it. All right. Make sure to do that. And yeah, Gary's been killing it with Reasonable Doubt and the Beyonds as well. Das, up at you.
Please go to the band website, thesmokingkills.com. Smoking, no G. Thesmokingkills.com. Scroll all the way down to the bottom and join the mailing list, please, so we can tell you about shows. Thank you.
Ooh, yes. All right. Yeah. Make sure to be the first to know when Dawson's going to be at a town venue near you or whenever they have anything going on.
Hey, do you get 5 free songs with that?
Oh, yeah, you get half the album for free. Wow. Don't worry, it's not the good half.
Did you guys rehearse this skit?
No, I just went to the website
I
because
totally
I want to
forgot
support
about
my
that.
friend,
You do,
and it
you
says here, sign up and get a gift of 5 songs.
Yeah, you get the first half of the album.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Some would say the better half. I don't know, though. We don't know. No, it's not. I don't know. I don't know how to answer this. I don't know how to finish it. I'm insulting him. All right. Matt, so about you.
You can go to patreon.com/watercooler. Your New Year's resolution should be to listen to our Patreon shows this year.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, instead of people wanting to know ours, we should just give them theirs.
Yeah. My resolution is for you to tell someone to listen to our show.
Yes.
The extra episodes, I think it just adds to the whole experience.
I completely agree. And if you like this show, I mean, now our Patreon's at a point where it's like you've got well over a year worth of stuff because you get all of the back episodes when you subscribe. So, you know, for a few bucks a month, you could have 70 or 80 shows to listen to already sitting there and a new one every week.
Perfect.
Love it.
And also, again, thecaviarfarm.com.
Of course.
We heard you, man.
Damn it, it was one plug too many.
I'm kidding. If anyone has a PS5, I'll plug your business.
And as for me, my band is playing at On the Rocks in Garden Grove.
Nice. That's where Great Wolf Lodge is.
Yeah. So if you need a break from the water slides,
Full
come
circle.
out to On the Rocks January 15th. We're playing at night. We're playing for like 3 hours, so it'll be a nice, fun dance party for a good part of the night. So let's hang. And that will do it for Watercooler. Thank you again, everybody, for listening. We'll see you later this week for Patreon. We love you. Goodbye.